guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money. We are here in beautiful Los Angeles, specifically Culver City, doing another Vox Pop, and we are meeting amazing Culver Cityans and asking them business questions. So, introduce yourself.
My name's John. I've been writing comedy for the last 32 years for syndicated radio.
What? Yeah. So John... So John is amazing. He was sitting here and we said, you know what? Let's go talk to John. And so, John, I'm going to ask you your thoughts on, would you start a business in 2022? Do you think it's a good time to start a business?
Not for me. I just got on Social Security. I'm just taking it easy. So no, not me personally, nah.
Now, for anyone else who's thinking about starting a business, what do you think is the biggest challenge a new business owner would face in this time?
Right now, things are just very different right now with the pandemic and everything like that. So, I mean, I wouldn't go into a concert venue. I wouldn't, nothing like that. Yeah. But there's certain other things that, like Amazon took off because nobody wants to get out of the house.
E-commerce.
Yeah, so that's what it's got to be.
Yeah. What do you think would be a good, if you were to start a business, which I know you're working on a little something I want you to tell us about, but if you were to start a business, what industry would that be in?
Not entertainment. I've been doing that for 32 years, and right now it's not doing its best right now. Yeah, it would be e-commerce. Yeah.
And you know what? The book that you're writing, tell us about the book.
Well, it's called The Nigerian Prince Called. And so what I did is you get all those emails, everything from the Nigerian prince. You get millions of dollars. They send you fake checks. They try to take advantage of elderly. And so I just write them back. I get all the responses. I tell them that I was assassinated twice yesterday. That's why I didn't get back. I send them pictures of the money that I allegedly sent them and everything like that. And it goes on and on and on. So anyways, it's going to be in the book. And it's also on Spotify under Damn Telemarketers.
I love that. All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are out again in the streets of LA, Culver City to be specific, and we are finding amazing people like this gentleman here to ask business questions. And again, if they get my particular business question correct, they get $20 whole. So introduce yourself.
My name's Sebastian.
This is Sebastian. And Sebastian, what do you do / what are you studying?
I'm studying computer engineering, and I actually work right over there.
So he's a whole genius, about to be a computer engineer. And so I'm going to ask you some thoughts on business. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So what do you think is the biggest challenge facing new businesses in 2022?
I would have to say going around COVID maybe would be a big challenge. Seeing how you can maneuver around. A lot of businesses are closing because of it, so it's hard to start a business while everyone's closing and everyone's having a bad time.
So I'm going to ask you a question here, a business trivia question. Let me think. I'm trying to think of something that you could probably get right so I can give you this $20. Okay, so how do you form a business entity?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Ooh, we got some work to do. All right, let's back it up. What's another good question that you can definitely get right about business? Okay, how much does it cost to form a business? Do you think?
I think it just depends on, I feel like it's just like everyone's personal value, and it's your business, so it's like if whatever you're putting in, you're most likely going to get out.
Listen, key point right there, you guys. It doesn't always matter how much you put into your business. It matters the energy, the effort, the consistency that you put into your business so you'll get it out. So the answer to the first question was you form a business entity with your Secretary of State.
Oh, okay.
And the second question, I loved your answer, but it really doesn't cost a lot. It costs less than $100 to form a business. Yep.
Oh, I have that.
He's got $100 now. You have $120.
Thank you.
Hey, we got a winner. Well, thank you, Sebastian. All right, right, guys, I am back with another video. This is Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money, and I have a new guest. Introduce yourself.
Greg Whitfield from
Hey.
Los Angeles.
Hey, Greg. What do you do?
I actually run a green energy company. So we do a lot of electrical vehicle charging station development. I don't know if I look at the camera or you. I'm like, I don't know how this
Fine.
works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's so cool. You know what? At my apartment complex, they just put in charging stations.
Wow.
That might have been your company.
Possibly, depending on where it is. So.
It's in Culver City.
Oh no, we didn't do it yet, but we do it in various places. Well, we deal with grant money and rebates and stuff like that. We bring them together, but it's no cost typically to our clients.
This is real life business owner right here. That is so cool. So how long have you been in business?
God, like since 2008 in the green energy field. Yeah.
So I have a couple questions for you because other new business owners need to know, how can a new business decide what industry to start a business in?
Wow, how to start? Simple. See a problem, come up with a solution. And there's a lot of problems.
There are so many problems. Now, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing new business owners today?
Controlling their emotions.
That's a word.
You're gonna go through everything. So you're gonna go through, whatever situations with people, money, whatever it is. But control your emotions and take one day at a time, and actually just go morning, afternoon, evening. And if you do that, we're good.
So I have a good business question for you. What do you think is the most profitable industry right now in 2022?
Oh my God, my industry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Okay.
When it's nighttime, it's pitch dark, you walk in a room, what do?
I turn on the lights.
All right, pay me.
You know what? Here you go. That was the best.
I won $20.
That was the best answer all day.
He's brilliant. This guy right here, he's super brilliant.
Well, you're next then. You are next. All right, guys. So welcome back to my channel. It's Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money, and we are out here doing another Vox Pop, and we have actually someone who was referred to us by our last guest. Apparently, he's a genius. So I'm gonna have him introduce himself. So tell us who you are.
My name's Lucas Dickey, and I am, amongst many other things, I'm fundraising for a new venture capital fund. I'm a founder of a business here in LA. I'm an angel investor in a bunch of other businesses LA on the West Coast. So I do a bunch of things.
Now, this is amazing because I teach people how to secure funding for their businesses through specifically business credit and lenders, but I'm always telling them that they should find a way to get connected with investors or angel investors. So how can a new business get funding from an investor or venture capitalist?
Oh, long question. I think ultimately it comes back to value you're creating
Okay.
that venture capitalists want to invest in.
Yes.
Begs the question, is venture capital right for you? And you probably know that different capital classes are not for everybody.
Yeah.
I would say debate whether you want to even be doing a venture-backed business to begin with, and because you were talking about all sorts of other like I'm really big into non-dilutive capital investment that you can take in your business. That doesn't mean you have to sell a portion of your business to somebody else.
Yeah.
So accounts receivable based financing because you have projected forward cash flow,
Yeah.
or you're doing marketing activities and you can plug into your Facebook and Google and they can see your return on investment and they will invest on you. It's an alternative AR based
love
financing.
that.
Anywhere you can find a means to capitalize your business and not sell a part of it is what I would aim for in anyone's
So we can
position.
keep our businesses,
Exactly.
and pass it down hopefully.
Yeah, well, generational wealth being created and you can pass it on to other generations. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, generational wealth is like the
goal.
It's the goal, it's the goal. So, as a business, should people find investors or angel investors that are more interested in their particular industry or niche?
So yeah, I would say these days like VC is highly segmented for the most part.
Okay.
So it's not all VCs are not the same VC.
Yeah.
So you do need to find the VCs that are maybe more mission aligned with you,
Yeah.
or they're focused on the same things you're focused on. So I was on a call with a PE firm earlier today. We're really big into impact investing, and we want to do workforce development and make sure employees have sufficient equity in their own businesses. That's the sort of investor I would align myself with because they align with my mission, right?
Yes.
On the other hand, if I were a fintech investor or I
Right.
had a fintech business,
Yeah.
they may just want a financial return or a financial profile of some sort that they're looking for. So find someone who's interested in what you're interested in.
And do we find them by going on Google?
Yeah. I actually find, so I'm a bit of a LinkedIn aficionado of sorts, right?
LinkedIn is
So
a gem. It's a
you use it
secret mine.
extensively. Everyone's accessible on LinkedIn and people don't treat it like it's possible. So Google to find someone who matches you, go look them up on LinkedIn. All of a sudden you can send them a message and then see who you're connected to, who might be able to send a message on your behalf. And in fact, they could send a message on your behalf saying, hey, we have a mutual friend in common and this looks like a great investment opportunity. And then it's social proof and validation before you've even talked to the person. So yes, definitely leverage the internet. It didn't exist 20 years ago to do this. Use it now.
This just blew my entire mind.
You're welcome.
What? I do agree, you're a genius. So I'm thinking now, okay, for my own business, for my students, do people need to have a business plan when they approach you all, or is it enough to have a conversation?
This is a good one. So having recently started a business, so 4.5 years ago,
Yeah.
the first 1.1 million we raised for our business, there was just bullets and text. And we use it as a conversation starter and a launching point, right? So you can have a glossy, slick deck with a business plan, etc. But you might also just have an idea that you want to work through. And so, something I'm employing right now with some companies I'm helping fundraising is thinking about it as a strategy session and less so than a pitch. So you approach them and say, I've got something I would love to strategize with you. Now, if you have an existing relationship, that's easier. But if you don't, some of them are interested in not being pitched, like being
they wanna
asked
talk.
for advice. And
All right, guys, we are here in beautiful Los Angeles, Culver City, and I have found a new amazing gentleman that I will be asking some business questions. So introduce yourself.
My name is Kibi from the Ivory Coast, West Africa, and been residing in California for the past, I would say, 14 years now.
Oh, wow, 14 years. Parlez-vous français?
Ouais, je parle français, c'est sûr.
Yeah, he speaks way better French than me, y'all. I'm basically trying to get it together. So what do you do?
I am in sales. I'm an SDR for a company in the Bay Area.
Okay.
And also have a clothing brand manufacturing in the Ivory Coast in West Africa too.
Ooh.
And I have a diversity and inclusion business as well.
Wow, so you know about business.
I mean...
You know a little something about business.
I try.
All right, so I'm coming up with an extra hard question for you. So what advice would you give to someone who wanted to find customers?
Someone wanting to find customers, I think it's just more so first understand what your product is and what your product can solve for people, or what kind of value your product could bring to people. I think that would be like one of the main things you have to understand. And certainly try to figure it out exactly who you're targeting. Right, so.
Knowing your target is key. Don't try to sell apples to people who want bananas or people who want oranges, because they're not going to buy. All right, I love these answers. So I'm going to ask you, how does someone open a business bank account? What do they need to provide?
Man. She's actually going hard right now. I think from what I remember, I went through Zoom, legal Zoom to help me out with that, but just like providing Social Security and all of that stuff, and from what I remember, I think that's probably it's the only thing I did, really.
To open your business bank account, you need a LLC.
Oh, right. Oh, you mean, oh. For some reason, I thought it was like a lot of technical things.
No.
But yeah, you definitely do need your LLC, whether it's your license or whatever the case may be.
All right, you know what? You won. That was pretty close, you know what I'm saying? You just got $20.
It wasn't really cool, but she's too nice, so.